Are the rich always born into money, or do they have some secret formula that they've discovered? It's true that some of the real mega rich in this world are fabulously wealthy through inheritance. But you don't need to be an heir or heiress to a family fortune to be wealthy. And there is a large population of the rich who got that way through their consistent actions and practices, day in and day out. You won't see them in the news or flaunting their wealth in obvious, ostentatious ways. But they lead very different lives from the less well-off, and these are 7 of the key behaviors that set them apart. Number 1. They build and practice self-discipline. Let's start with one of the foundational traits that sets apart the rich from the poor, which is self-discipline. The wealthy don't just follow their petty whims and desires, but they have learned to control themselves and stay on track towards their goals. This means they don't spend money frivolously or act impulsively, but rather they have a clear plan and stick to it. The basis of this is viewing things from a long-term, or at least medium-term perspective. By considering their actions and desires through this filter, they are able to hold themselves back from giving in to instant gratification. They also use tools such as budgets or expense trackers to help them stay disciplined. This helps to keep them on the straight and narrow by showing them the hard numbers, which is a great way to keep spending in check. As a result, it's easier for them to make better decisions rather than just relying on sheer willpower alone. Number 2. They constantly set goals for themselves. Wealthy individuals and families understand the importance of setting goals and focusing their efforts towards achieving them. These could be financial, like saving up to take some time away from work, or non-financial, like mastering a new skill or talent. Either way, they have a clear vision of where they want to be in the future and take concrete actions every day to get there. On the other hand, those who are struggling financially often fail to set any goals or have no idea how to reach them. But just living day by day and not striving towards something is no way to get ahead in life. Planning is the key to success. Without it, one is more likely to remain in debt and stay stagnant. You may have heard about the SMART framework for goal setting, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. The rich practice this to a T, and they make it a habit to set specific, measurable goals that they can work towards, and then identify the steps and timeline towards reaching them. This keeps them always moving forwards and never stagnant. Number 3. They take the time to get financially literate. It's an indisputable fact that money makes the world go round, and knowing how money works is a key factor to becoming rich. Even if you have a large stash of cash, it can disappear in the blink of an eye if you don't know how to manage it. So another key characteristic of wealthy individuals is their financial literacy. They take the time to learn about personal finance, money management, and investing. They are constantly reading books, watching videos, or seeking advice from reputable and licensed financial advisors. By educating themselves on the building blocks of finances and how money works, they're able to make more informed decisions and take calculated risks that can pay off in the long run. Financial literacy also means understanding the value of money and how it can work for them. Instead of just aimlessly spending or even saving money, they know how to use it to create wealth and achieve their goals. They understand the power of compounding interest, diversification, and other investment strategies that can help build their wealth over time. Number 4. They live frugally. This might seem like a strange one to you. After all, you might expect the rich to live lavish and luxurious lifestyles, because that's what we always see portrayed in the media. And of course, many celebrities and well-known public figures do live their lives like this. But very many wealthy individuals actually live frugally. They understand the value of money, and don't waste it on unnecessary things. They might splurge on a luxury item now and again, but overall they live well below their means. To them, it's a matter of simple economics. Spending less than they earn allows them to save and invest more money, which in turn helps them grow their wealth. Now it's important to note that living frugally doesn't mean living miserably. It's more to do with being conscious of where your money is going and making smart decisions about it. For example, instead of dining out at expensive restaurants every day, they might cook at home or bring a packed lunch to work. They might shop for quality items at lower prices, or buy used items instead of always buying new. It's all about prioritizing being efficient and effective with money, rather than being extravagant. That's just a waste, and being wasteful never got anyone rich. Number 5. They never stop learning. Albert Einstein once said that intellectual growth should commence at birth, and cease only at death. In other words, the pursuit of education and knowledge should be a lifelong endeavor, and doesn't end when you leave school or college. This is a trait that many of the rich hold dear to their hearts. They know that there's always something else to learn, or some new amazing field for them to find out about and get into. They also steer clear of the arrogance of thinking that they know everything there is to know about making money. So they make it a point to never stop learning and expanding their skill set, which they know can, and will ultimately lead to greater success and financial gain. This doesn't necessarily mean that they all have advanced degrees or attend Ivy League schools. Rather, they take the time to read books, attend seminars and conferences, network with experts in their field, and stay up to date on current events. By continuously learning and evolving, they are able to better adapt to changes in their industry and find new opportunities for growth and success. This also allows them to make informed decisions when it comes to investing their money and other important matters related to their wealth. Number 6. They surround themselves with like-minded individuals. The oft-quoted saying that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with holds true for many successful individuals. The wealthy often surround themselves with other successful people who share similar goals and values. This could mean joining networking groups or attending events where they can meet like-minded people. They know that surrounding themselves with people who share similar goals and values can help them achieve even greater success. These individuals can often also act as a support group, keeping the rich accountable for reaching their goals and targets. This doesn't mean that they only associate with people who are wealthy or in high positions of power. It's more about surrounding themselves with individuals who are driven, motivated, and share similar values when it comes to money management and wealth creation. Their positive traits will tend to rub off, as opposed to getting bogged down by associating with negative or unambitious people. Number 7. They have an entrepreneurial spirit. Many of the rich have an entrepreneurial spirit, or what's sometimes called a growth mindset. They see opportunities where others see problems. They are able to turn their ideas or even issues that they observe into profitable businesses or investments. They constantly look for new opportunities and think outside the box when it comes to creating wealth. They are not afraid to take risks and explore uncharted territories, but they always do their due diligence before making a move. Having an entrepreneurial spirit doesn't necessarily make them smarter or have a higher IQ than the average person. But what it often comes down to is that they have a higher disposition to act on their ideas, rather than just keeping them in their heads or on paper. This doesn't mean that they blindly jump into every opportunity that comes their way. That they are smart, calculated risk takers who weigh the pros and cons first, but who are then swift to take action. And we know that those who take decisive action are the ones who will succeed in life. Check out these videos next to find out how to be good with your spending.